Hey, there you are, Yanni. Yoni. I don't know which one's right, but I'm not trying to offend anyone or bum anyone.
Hey, there
Whoa,
you are, Yanni.
there's my audio. Let's get rid of that. Hello, Miguel. All right, can you hear me now? Because it says that I am broadcasting and that you should be able to hear it. Seems fine now, so that weird issue with the audio before is gone. I don't sound like a robot anymore. Because more than likely what that was just my crappy DSL internet service because I live in the woods. Gage, you need to up your standards. Good, cool. Well, that's good to know. So is everyone having a good day? And it does save directly to my page, which is cool. Now, that's something that I'm curious about. I probably would have to check in when I'm actually setting it up. But if I can go ahead and limit who can come in, or how I limit who can come in, or whatever. Yeah, the internet in my place is rough, so Yanni, I get internet shit no matter what. And I think that most people are on the same page as you are. I think most people are way over it. But I do it as a joke now, to poke fun. Because it's ridiculous. You can't say guys anymore when you're talking to a group of people because that's insensitive. That's ridiculous. It's so much communication is about intent. And granted, the intent gets lost on the internet because you're oftentimes dealing with text and you can't pick up nuance and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, come on. Anyone that really thinks that you're trying to be offensive to people when you say, "Hey guys, let's go," is an asshole. They're just an asshole. And people like that I don't want in my life. Yeah. Oh yeah, I mean, you're bigoted against everything somehow, or everyone is bigoted against something on some level. Yeah, Tumblr. God, it's terrifying. Well, it's good that this is working, and I appreciate you guys helping me out to get it all figured away and stuff, or figured out, or whatever. But I figure if I schedule these and say, hey, this particular time I'm going to be doing a live chat or whatever. So yeah, Matt, it's become an internet thing. It's not just in the UK. Although I'm sure that you guys do have a particular understanding and sensitivity to it. I don't think that it's just in the UK. I think it's something that's happening all across the West, really. So I'll be around, Yoni. I don't know if I'll be doing live stream, but I'll be around. I don't drink alcohol trunks. I don't drink booze really at all anymore. And I think that water is the best bet. So there's no miracle uh, tonic that you're going to be able to drink um, that's going to make your voice better or whatever. You know what does work? Stuff that like fixes muscles. So steroids. And that's why if you have some vocal problems, a lot of times a doctor will give you an inhaler that's a steroid inhaler. The reason it's an inhaler is because it actually has to go into your voice box, which is where your vocal cords are located. If you get so much as a drop of water in your windpipe before it even gets to your voice box, in your windpipe, your reflex is going to cough, 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 cough that water out, and it will never actually get onto your vocal cords. So all the home remedies and drink this to soothe your throat and blah, 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 it may soothe your throat, but it is soothing your esophagus. It is not soothing your voice box or your vocal cords or your windpipe. Nothing does that except for, inhaled steroids and stuff. Pineapple on pizza. That is not an acceptable topping for pizza. Cassie Dillon is wrong. So is Sunny Bunch. Neckroids. Neckroids. I didn't even notice that Corey had a thick neck until like this past tour. Aaron has worked with, I think he worked with Stone Sour, was tour managing a band that was on tour with Stone Sour or something. But he knows Corey fairly well, and he pointed out, he's like, yeah, Corey gets shit online about having a thick neck, and I was like, Corey has a thick neck, and he showed me a picture, and I was like, yeah, that dude looks like he does some headbanging. Corey has got a thick, beefy, solid neck. Miguel, I would go with I would try chocolate on pizza, but I don't know that I would like it. Aaron, I don't know that I've ever got hiccups while I was singing. There have been a lot of times where I've had to burp, and I can get away with burping during screaming parts. You can't get away with burping while you're singing, but you can get away with burping while you're screaming. I've done that on stage. Burp while I'm screaming. Peanut butter on pizza? I don't know. I mean, I don't hate the idea, but I have not heard Moth to Flames or Wage War. Peanut butter on pizza. Holy shit's my response too. It's like, really? I'll be right back. I gotta get some water. Who is she that's the devil, or who's she that's evil? Who is this woman? I'm talking about Cassie Dillon. Cassie seems nice. Favorite song to sing on stage? I don't know. I like doing The Last Time a lot. Ugh. No, that mirror is not a doorway. That is my mirror. Your sister has terrible taste in what to put on a pizza. Sorry. One moment, please. Was getting my other phone. Matt, I think my favorite song to do with Five Finger was Coming Down. On that tour, that they had this big thing that came out of the ground, and Hook was up there doing his solo, and that was super cool. So, if Gage, if I could only have one firearm, it'd be an AR-15. Probably that one, but maybe that one over there. Your wife gets a chuckle out of our music. That's good. Anybody into Bitcoin? I do not have a 1911. I am not a firm believer in the 1911 platform, although they're really nice for, in my opinion, shooting at the range and stuff. I wouldn't carry one, and I wouldn't purchase one either. I don't think. Certainly not now. I really don't. There's only one gun that I need to get to feel like I don't need any more guns at all. And I know that's probably an odd thing to hear, but I don't look at guns like collectors do, really. I kind of look at them as different tools for different applications. So that's my Recce, my Noveske Recce rifle. I've got my, yes, Gage, they are. Yes. Curveball, you'll never be fat enough to conceal a minigun. Kimbers are beautiful and they shoot like a dream, but capacity is rough, and it's also a 1911, and they're not as reliable as Glocks, I guess is the best way to say it. Not to say that they're junk or anything. I mean, they've been around over 100 years, and they're a proven gun, but not something that I would carry, especially considering the options available today with modern striker fired pistols. It's a big gold curveball. You have to be a big boy. Rebevge. I don't even know what a Roland special is. Oh, that's hilarious. Haste the Day and The Devil Wears Prada tour. Haste the Day ends with the come to Jesus message, and, and we open up with I like licking buttholes. That's great. That's awesome. We don't take anything seriously at all. It's Thanks for reminding me, Drew. Roland, were you in the chat earlier when I or no, not Roland. Rabby. I'll call you Rabby. I think you know who I'm talking to. I just showed my Glock, which is it doesn't have a compensator on it. It's got a threaded barrel. I have my Surefire on my bedside gun, which is not my carry gun. Speaking of licking buttholes, this next song is called Forever in Your Hands. Yeah, I've said that for sure. I used to drink a lot back then. Greg, we all know about, our Gage, we all know about anecdotes. My buddy has one of these, is never blah, blah, blah. But you got to look at the whole of a model as a sample, and your Glocks are going to be more reliable, and they're going to be less finicky, and they're also going to have, if you're talking about a 9mm, they're going to have a whole lot more bullets. So it's just true, man. Just true. No, I don't know anything about Battlefront 2, Mark. There's less estrogen in the air since Janie's gone. I mean, you know, we're a bunch of guys. We don't really speak any differently because we didn't treat Jeannie differently. She, got the same amount I'll get, and that was just the way it is, Well, I mean, it's at least 20% more blokey because there's 5 of us that are guys now instead of 4. So I suppose it's fair to say yes, that it's more blokey. Phil does not play online because Phil's internet is rough because Phil lives in the woods. My pistol's in my truck because it's my truck gun, but it's nice. Well, you set up a whole lot of things that you need to go ahead and get over there, Curveball. You would first have to be able to play All That Remains music. I'm not sure exactly how cool you are, so I don't know if you're cool enough or if you are too cool. to play in all that remains. And I'm not sure if Jason ever intends to retire. He might just go ahead and body into the ground with drinking and abuse. So I don't know. I can't tell you what your odds are. I do own a console. It's an Xbox, not an Xbox One. It's an Xbox 360. So it's ancient. Favorite cities to play in? I love Phoenix. I love Denver. Spokane's great. We just played in Spokane with Alter Bridge, and it was a killer show. There's a lot of places up in Wisconsin that give us love. Milwaukee's good to us. JJO, the radio station up there, gives us a lot of love. My friend Dee is one of the DJs there, and she's awesome. So there's a lot of places that are cool. It's hard to pick one single place. Yes, I do mean well. Oh, Hayden, I'm glad you came out. Thank you. Reno's a killer town. We like playing there. Everyone that's in here should go to my Patreon and sign up, because this will probably be the last time these are happening in public. Like, Gage, I'm not sure which one Catfest is, but we do as many festivals as we can get on. Those shows rule, man. So, yeah, I mean, we haven't ruled anything out. We're definitely interested in playing fests because fests are awesome. So, yes, I guess is the answer to your question. Well, Mike's doing one this weekend, Twilight. Mike's going to be doing his than mine was, but he'll be flying to he's flying to Atlanta and back. So, Matthew, maybe if people are liars, but I mean, I don't do that. I single the city out as being great if it's not great. I mean, so, but I'll be like, hey, you guys were awesome, even if they're not totally awesome. Thanks, Curveball. I'm sorry, I just saw something on Twitter that was. Rock on the Range is great. That's a drag. I'm sorry to hear that. I think Beartooth is cool. I think Attila is great. I think Franz is hilarious. I don't think that Beartooth and Attila sound alike, though. So I don't know that why they would fall into similar. I like cryptocurrencies, but the more important thing about cryptocurrencies is not so much the currencies; it's the blockchain itself. A ledger that is indisputable and not centralized is something that is far more, or at least as useful for other things as it is for some kind of currency. Curveball, I remember it like I remember most things that I stopped using 10 years ago, 11 years ago, or I mean, 9 years ago, something like that. I have not watched La La Land, Miguel. I've heard of both Shaman's Harvest and Texas Hippie Coalition. Alex Jonas. See you, Matt. All right. This is my Noveske AR-15. It's got a Vortex Strike Eagle, D-Ball I2, Surefire Scout, Surefire Brake, and it's a Noveske. And because of the brake, it's punishing to be around when it's being shot. But it's a super nice rifle. That's the quick rundown of it. Yeah, Gage. I like to give the guys crap. The guys that can take it. Some people in the band don't take garbage as well as others. They happen to be the ones that are less fun. No, I don't hunt, Matt. I just shoot target practice stuff. I've got two targets set up that I can go right out my my doors on my onto my porch and just shoot. Hi, Oni. Well, that was faster than an hour than an hour and a half. Did you add? Do you mean worth the time to wait and money? Nice setup. Yeah, it is Alex. It is definitely worth the time. I've got two, and they're worth it. Nowadays, SBRing stuff isn't so much. 15 yards for bow would probably be challenging to me. Yeah, Gage, that's exactly how we talk. I remember when that's exactly the kind of thing that we'd say. I'm not. Chris, in 2008, I'm sorry. That was 10 years ago. I'm sorry. Usually I use, Yanni, usually I use, are you talking about now for this? Or are you talking about live for on stage? Yeah, I mean, I'd rather get Alex, I'd rather get I like the SBRs better than all the braces that they make, but, you know, considering the $200 tax stamp is not worth it. I don't know. This is it was a $60 package that Amazon had that has the pop protector, the tripod for the mic, and a pair of super high-end Tascam headphones, which I really don't bother with, obviously. But it was like $60 for all that stuff. So did Chris just jump in to tell me that I was a dickhead a decade ago? Sorry, man. I mean, I'm saying it's not funny that I was a dick. It's funny that 10 years ago. See you, Alex. Have a good one. People pontificate if pop protectors are primary. No, Twilight Tavern, I'm pretty sure I'm listening to right now because I'm really not listening to much music right now, honestly. Well, I'm sorry, Miguel. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. Oh, see, even Justin, that's even longer time ago than a decade and a half. Wow, if Chris still thinks I'm a dickhead because it's something 10 years ago, yeah, I'm sure that that one live chat wasn't gonna change his mind. Uh, like I said, it wasn't my intent. I didn't mean to be a dick, and I apologize for it. Kind of. 2008 was my dickhead year. Yeah, maybe. "2008 was kind of a trash year for me. Yeah, I mean, Overcome came out. That was great. Uh, but yeah, it wasn't a great year. Drew, I know, you son of a bitch. Disagreed on Facebook once. Ah, Curve. I've been one twice, 2 times. Overcome. I don't know if Overcome was great. I think Overcome had a couple great songs on it. I think Overcome had a lot of missed marks on it as well. I kind of feel like we do that. We do like a really killer record, and then we'll do one that has a couple killer singles. Then we'll do a cool record, and then you know. So I think Fall of Ideals was overall a great record. Why are we talking about stuff that is not the follow ideals? Um, but I think that there's no question that Overcome has our biggest single, or at least until What If I Was Nothing came out. And then For We Are Many, I think was a great record and has some of my favorite songs we've ever done on it. That's probably my favorite record. And then we did A War You Cannot Win, which had a couple big songs. It had What If I Was Nothing, which is unquestionably our biggest song. And Stand Up, which was, a hit at radio. It was our only number one. And then we did The Order of Things, which overall I think is a killer record. I think there's some really cool tunes on that record. But I don't think they had the big singles. And then Madness has, The Thunder Rolls, and we'll see if they can do another single off it or not. So, it goes back and forth in my opinion. Oh, Gage, you're an Okie? You're from Oklahoma? Sing for Liberty was cool. What If I Was Nothing? There's a couple things that What If I Was Nothing did. First of all, it made a lot of girls cry because their boyfriend sang it to them, or they were singing, or whatever. They could identify with it. And it also made a whole lot of illegitimate babies. I guarantee you there's a lot of people that were listening to that song and then getting busy. And not everybody's up to snuff with the birth control. Illegitimate babies. That's everyone's goal, is to make illegitimate baby making music. If you can make a song that makes illegitimate babies, then you can write a song that's going to make you a career. Arkansas. Did we get sushi? When did I get sushi in Arkansas? Arkansas sushi. It's kind of funny sounding. I don't, Yanni, I don't know. We'll see. People tend to mess up the lyrics a lot. No, I curveball. I definitely wasn't drunk. Oh, yeah. 2005 was the first time we did Headbangers Ball, I think. 2005? Yeah, because that was the year my nephew was born. My first nephew. He was actually born the day that we were in New York doing the Headbangers Ball. It might have been 2004, though. I mean, I understand, missing Headbangers Ball a little bit, but all the videos that you want to see, everyone goes to YouTube now for anyways. So, videos on TV kind of ran its course. Mashed potatoes, Miguel. I don't even put MTV on, Justin. Yeah, in Saudi Arabia, really control the. I imagine YouTube is probably a no-no in general. Whew. All right, guys. I think I'm going to go ahead and... Thanks, Gage. I think I'm going to go ahead and close this thing out. Matt, I'm sure that you're not as old as I am. And Curveball, I think you're right. So the internet is taking over, Yanni. And it's better this way. Thanks, Hayden. Cheers. Bye, guys.